We don't lose. And this is one of the best items in the game, too. Rumo of Zamonia says, Avalanche are good. It's been a fun ride. Okay, buddy. A pinball game that makes you mad. Two can play that game. A pinball game that makes you come to the arcade and play it. YouTube. Yes, sir. What do you guys think? I'm not trying to ruin anybody's life. We're now at the point, millennials, we're at like kind of, well, I mean, I guess you can never tell. I guess it depends on demography to some extent. But I was going to say we're at like peak millennial influence. We're probably, at this point, the modal generation. Like we have the most people. I don't know if I'm using that term properly, but you get what I'm saying. We're entering middle age, you know, to some extent we become the drivers of culture, both as producers and consumers, in that sense. So it's time to take stock. What's the worst thing that we as millennials have foisted upon the culture? I'm going to throw some chum in the waters first. I think we fucked up when we made barcades. We've talked about it a few times, but barcades, like the thought of going to the barcade is so much better than the actual experience of being inside of the barcade, in my opinion. They're too loud. Well, I'll say a couple of things. A bar with enrichment is cool, but like it turns out, going to the average barcade, which appeared to be the beer is the same price as normal, but then also the arcade games are like $1 each. So you're paying like $10 for a beer and then also like $1 to play Joust or something like that. Kind of sucks ass. Like it's a bad value proposition. If you live in some place cool where they can do it and be like, hey, you pay $10 to get in, but like the arcade games are free or something, that might be a different story. That could be cool. I don't know how cool. Pinball's pretty cool though. I do like pinball. 10 entry with free games in Toronto. Honestly, Vancouver could never. Trying to think of what else. People are saying stomp clap music. I can see that. But I mean, you also no, just this conversation is just conversational threads that make you mad. Because I was gonna say, yeah, but what about the fact that like for some reason, like I thought everybody in my generational cohort kind of agreed we would like listen to shitty music when we were like 12, and then we would start listening to like good music when we were grown-ups. But then like they dropped their end of the bargain and they're still listening to like Pink now. Like they just never. I had to pick somebody. I don't have a particular grudge against Pink or something like that. It's just like I didn't realize, like, you know, the people who were listening to Fergalicious in 08 we're still going to be listening to it in 2025. But that might be true of like all generations. I don't know, man. It's true they can't listen to Eminem because Gen Z canceled Eminem. Why am I Larry 5'2"? Fuck you, Larry, you bald asshole. You're a prick. Librarian, that could be a good thing to put. You could just start taking stims from Susie stims from Curb Your Enthusiasm to insult me in little editorial stings in your content. You bald motherfucker! Fuck you, you bald asshole! You bald piece of shit! Yeah, well, you're bald, Larry. Larry, you're bald! Why do you say her whole name like she's in trouble? Okay, buddy, her name's not Susie Stims, okay? It's not a Hall & Oates song. I'm saying these are stims from Susie. Her name is Susie. for me, girl. Susan Stimulus. That's so fucking funny. I really have. I've started to learn some uncomfortable truths about myself with what I laugh at. Like, and you would think like, yeah, the people falling down the elevator shaft is not funny. Fuck you. That's fucking funny. But Santa at Yalta should not make me laugh as much as it does. Like the fucking picture of like Stalin, Winston Churchill, and FDR at Yalta, and then like picturing like an edited version of Santa in black and white right next to it, and like representing the interests of the North Pole and shit. It should not be that funny, man. But it is kind of like, it's like a Minions thing where people are like, okay, Minions, where were you on fucking, where were you in World War II? Where were you on 9/11? It's kind of the same thing. It's like, buddy, Santa's real. We hold these truths to be self-evident. But like, what the fuck were you doing 39 to 45, bro? What the fuck were you doing 39 to 45? No shot, you're gonna say Santa was probably neutral. Bro literally has a nice and a naughty list, okay? So we know he was on the good guys. But like, what the fuck was he doing for the war effort? That's all I'm trying to say. It's a non-political list. Sometimes you're on the naughty list for political reasons, okay? Did Gru start making hand sanitizer during COVID? You know, dude, it's so funny. Well, it's not funny. It was kind of like a world-changing event in a very negative way. But remember when COVID sort of started to feel normal? And then you would use the hand sanitizer before going into the grocery store and be like, oh no, it's one of those fuck-ass hand sanitizers. They ain't using like the Purell that dries off in 1 second. They're using the one that makes your hands feel sticky for like 10 hours after. And you're like, oh no, man, fuck. And then you gotta like go to a store that has the good hand sanitizer so that it can eat the bad hand sanitizer off your hands. That's all my office had. No, man. Better than straight alcohol? I don't know, I thought the straight alcohol hand sanitizer was kind of goated because it evaporates in like 3 seconds. You rub your hands together and that shit is gone. Oh, the number of times, I'm sure I'm not alone. The number of times I had to like wash my hands just to wash off the hand sanitizer was ridiculous. Fuck it, bro. Deals with the devil have been good to me here. It burns if you got something going on your hands. Yeah, that was probably the only time in my entire life my hands have come close to resembling like the hands of a blue-collar worker. Like, we were washing our hands so much that like your skin would crack and fucking blister and shit. Sanitizer kind of the goat though. When you don't have a epidemiologist up in your ear telling you that it's creating resistant bacteria that will one day kill everybody. What's your favorite kind of map? Dead ass. Cloth map rolled up into like a scroll, 100%. Not even close, bro. Least favorite kind of map? Any map that doesn't have north on the top. Like, what are we doing here? I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's not the year 17. Like, north is up. On every single map, north is up. Or like a piece of the map and you're like, where's the rest of it? Yeah, that's true. Any links in chat? Anybody out here trying to find the iron boots inside of the Great Deku Tree? You You mean like sausages? Bro, that reminds me, we're in a lot of trouble. We went to a Christmas party on the weekend. My kid got a taste of the charcuterie plate, and she's in love with salami. I don't know how to tell her, like, you can't eat very much of it because it's literally like gonna give you colorectal cancer. I don't say that to be like a punchline. I'm literally like, I think I would be an irresponsible parent to give you not any salami. I think you can have some salami, but to like let you have like salami sandwiches for lunch every day for a month, which would honestly save us a lot of problems because she's a somewhat picky eater because she's 5 years old. So for her to have an extra thing to put in the lunch rotation that's convenient would be really nice. But even still, I can't do it, man. I feel like it's like giving my kid like a cigarette or something like that. Vegan salami, she might not know the difference. Well, okay, what's the science on the vegan salami though? Does it still have the nitrates? aren't the nitrates what give it that awesome taste? Definitely want this. Definitely want this. Librarian, how you feeling about Isaac today? We've done about 3.5 hours of Isaac. No bathroom breaks or nothing. And just mowing them down. Just mowing them down. This is a old school type of Isaac day right here. Bladder strength high. I only got 1 can of sparkling water for the stream and it's already gone. So I figured I might as well just let it ride. I have an over on bathroom breaks at 3.5. Honestly, safe bet, but I mean, that's why the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. The market didn't know, unless they had an insider in Peloton, they didn't know that I PB'd today. And if I'm PBing, you know, like I'm having the same amount of water, but expending more effort, which means that I'm probably a little bit dehydrated, which means that you should be taking the under on bathroom breaks for sure. So honestly, like there's no way you could have known, and that's why you shouldn't be betting on that stuff. Unless you're good at it. Real talk. Could we all... well, no. Because someone's got to... If you're going to pump and dump, someone's got to be pumping so that there's someone to dump on. I was going to say, could we all work together? Because someone was saying you could start a market on Kalshi for just about anything. So if we could start a market on the docket, and then I just choose the docket, and we all make a lot of money and nobody suffers any consequences whatsoever. You ever think about that? It could work. There has to be a buyer. I'll pay some influencers or something. Pay some influencers to promote it. Oh, I got a bead. He in the wintertime, during the game drought, he always plays Isaac. Oh my God, Fortnite docket because it's the last day of Simpsons. We never could have seen this coming. Dump, dump, dump. And then you and me are going. Oh man, I think I gotta roll that one. Oh, librarian, that's gotta sting. Oh. Why? Because it's a good item, I think. Why are we fixing the market? Easy way to make a lot of money really fast, I guess. Oh. He's Spite playing this now? What are you talking about? I'm having a great time because the game's actually giving me damage upgrades for the first time in history. I didn't hear Timothée Chalamet's verse yet, but I did see that he got involved in some rapping. Which is, he's lost me. Maybe I would, he could get me back if he released a country music song, a soulful country music song, perhaps about people who live in the nation's capital who don't have our best interests in mind or something like that. Hey, Timothy Chalamet, where's our Rich Men of Richmond Part 2? Great American Songbook Tour. You guys ever look up what's in the Great American Songbook? I'm gonna say it, and I don't mean to offend anybody. Some of those songs ain't that great, in my opinion. They're all from like 1906 Camptown Races, She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain type stuff. Only good shit is Seeger? That's what I'm saying, bro. Where the hell is Night Moves? I'm not even that much of a Seeger head, but Night Moves should definitely be in the Great American Songbook. Aliens gonna think we have no aura? Honestly, I think if aliens rob the Library of Congress, they're gonna realize, like, actually, we got some real Kino enjoyers down here. Because there's some great movies in the Library of Congress. Oh, please tell me the president chooses what to put in the Library of Congress. Oh my God, we could get like, obviously Home Alone 2 is getting in there. Maybe like white chicks? Could we get white chicks in the Library of Congress? Rush Hour, Rush Hour 3, yep, Rush Hour 3. Could be the move. I was looking for a secret room I'd already found, bro. All of Hannibal? Fuck that! Season 1 and 2 of Hannibal. Not season 3 went a little bit off the rails for me. I was like, what? This guy's in Europe now? Actually, I don't think I even finished season... He eats people? I don't think I even finished season 3 of Hannibal. I got pissed off because at the end of season 1, Hannibal and Will Graham were gonna fuck. And then at the start of season 3, I go, here I go. Time for the Hannibal Will Graham fuck fest. And then he's like fucked off in Austria or something with Agent Scully from the X-Files. But he's still like, and if I may say so, thank you for saying they were gay baiting. I agree with you. But also, I don't know, because I don't know, maybe they were bi, at least. I feel like he might have turned Will Graham bi. And I think Hannibal just doesn't give a fuck as long as he gets to eat. But they took the food shit a little bit too far. When he was like roasting a dude's leg or something, you're like, this is sick. Then in season 3, they were using every part of the buffalo and putting out like, they got to the point where I wasn't like mad that he was like eating people. It was more, I was like, nobody's got that much time in the kitchen to prepare this fucking meal, man. Like, and then you add the murder on top of it. It's just not realistic. It's not realistic that you had time to like trick this person into going into your thrall. And then also you're like, by the way, this is 16 hours in the kitchen to get this meal done. It just doesn't make sense, man. And he's a practicing doctor. He's a practicing psychiatrist. Like it boggles the mind. He has no children. That's true. That is true. There was bisexual sex in the House of Cards in the season finale of season 1, I think. Bro, they pegged Meacham. I think in like season 3, they pegged Meacham, bro. The Threecham. Why do I still remember the name of Kevin Spacey as Frank Underwood's Secret Service agent from the House of Cards? Because he got pegged, I guess. Well, and because also 10 times an episode, bro was going, Meacham, Meacham, come here a minute, will you? He was always saying some stuff like that. Well, Meacham. New impression unlocked? Old impression, I'm afraid. Is that a PS Vita? I've been looking to get one of those for my car. Why'd you stop doing it? Well, I mean, I know what you're baiting there, but to be honest, if anything, I started doing it more when you started doing the creepy videos that were like, you need me. You need me. You miss me on Netflix. Admit it. The world hasn't been the same since you could just sit down for dinner and not have to ask what you're gonna watch. He was always saying some shit like that. Now you're eating dinner. You gotta say, have you seen this? I heard that this is pretty good. That's why you need a fella like me to tell you what to watch with dinner. It's true, though. Nothing to watch these days. Nothing to watch these days is what people are saying. I need YouTube to eat. That's how they get you, man. Have you guys been following the arc of Justin showing, or reading, I should say, what his suggested search topics are on TikTok every single day? I don't even want to read his, because I think you should save the bit for him. But he posted maybe something that, it might have been some of the realest shit I've ever heard. He posted his suggested searches on TikTok, and then the next message he had was, I think I finally understand why everyone is so insane now. Because, like, if I may, let me scroll up here. You may like, stop viewing my account, how to communicate with someone who's passed away, signs you have psionic abilities, NASA warns people to evacuate, what I gave versus what I got trend, men become obsessed when you walk away. That one, they kind of clocked us with that one. 7th year tribulation happening now, CERN portal footage of new animals. I didn't read that one closely when he posted it. CERN portal footage of new animals is so sick. Someone wants to mark you, and why are people saying the rapture is coming? That's fucking funny, man. What is he watching on there? He's not watching anything. He's got the last pure TikTok account, which is why the suggestions are scary, man. CERN portal footage of new animals. Oh. Listen, I can't show my phone, but if I have TikTok installed, does anyone know where you would find this? You would maybe click on the search bar, if I had to guess, and it will suggest the searches for you. Oh, sorry guys, I was logged out. Your account has been logged out, so I don't have any suggestions. Sorry guys. That bit kind of fizzled, I guess. Log in, brother. It's a whole password manager type shit, you know. How's this morning, Chibli, by the way? Good morning. Logging in fucking sucks. It is the worst, man. Logging in sucks ass. One of the worst. Passkeys make it easy? Yeah, until they find out that passkeys give you cancer or something. Scientists always doing that shit, man. Hey, here's this awesome thing. Get addicted to it. Oh, wait, this awesome thing kills you. Stupid ass. Didn't even get a lump of coal. run's pretty much over. CZ withdrawals still? I don't even want to talk about it. I tanked the diet soda addiction so easily that, like, even people... You know how, like, when you're in high school and you start to get a little snatched? All your busted friends are like, you should stop working out. It's bad for you. That's basically what's happening to me since I shrugged off the Coke Zero addiction. I shrugged it off with no symptoms whatsoever, and then people get mad at me because I was awesome at breaking the habit. And now they're like, you know, they're upset that I showed them to a portal to a world that could exist, much like the CERN portal is showing us new animals. Could you beat the Reddit heroin guy? I've already won by not getting addicted to heroin. And that sounds rude, but like the dude got addicted to heroin just because. So I think I can say it. I think he would be the first person to, well, maybe not the first because it took him like a decade to acknowledge it. But I think at this point he's now mature enough to acknowledge that it was not smart to get addicted to heroin just to prove that you could break the addiction. But to tie it together, that guy has the same vibes as the people that are like hangovers. Like I don't get hangovers. I guess my body's just I know there's a lot of people out there that get addicted to heroin and they say it's hard to quit, but I've always found it very easy to quit things. So I think I'll just probably I'll take all the good stuff of heroin use and suffer none of the consequences. Just drink water. Thinking about becoming one of those guys. I've been working on my New Year's resolutions. Let me know what you guys think about this one. And trust me, I probably would have beaten my ass a few years ago for saying this, but I think it's just, you know, you get older, things change. First New Year's resolution, I think it's time to become a pajama guy. I've been rocking t-shirt and boxer briefs to bed for probably like 20, 21 years now. I think it might be time. I have a child. I'm gonna be entering my 40s soon. I sleep in a bed with my wife. I think it might be time to start entering my pajamas era. Like a cozy button-up shirt and some pants that show the outline of your cock. I think it's time. So I'm thinking I might become a pajama guy. That's step one. I haven't really gone any further than the pajamas at this point. I haven't thought about it any deeper than the pajamas, but fuck ass hat? I don't know about the fuck ass hat. I think it would leave a mark on my head. Might be something more for if you have hair. Robe guy? No, I don't think I'm ever gonna become a robe fella. A Robespierre, if you will. I just don't like the way a robe is somewhat comfortable, but I find naked plus robe, just for me, not agnostic of, like, not all other things being equal, just for me, I don't like the feeling of just being naked plus robe. It feels weird. You know what I think it is? It's not that other clothes feel weird on your undercarriage. That's not fair to other clothes, because they're made of like nice materials and stuff. It's really just that like underwear feels so good on your cock and balls that whenever you're not wearing underwear, you notice. Like, perhaps some of the most underappreciated scientists out there are whatever scientists invented like boxer briefs, because it holds your cock and balls like just right. And I'm not trying to be like lewd or salacious. Like, it gives you a little bit of support, but it doesn't feel like, you know, at any given moment they could squeeze them till they explode. It's just like they just in this day and age it's very rare, but they just do what they're supposed to do and don't fucking overpromise and underdeliver. They're just always there for you, man. This dude is so circumcised. Yeah, thank you for getting them. I'm very open about the fact that I was circumcised. I got it done last year as a subscriber goal. Boxers need an app. Now we're talking. My boxers. Oh no! Someone hacked my underwear and they broke my penis. They're squeezing my dick and balls too hard. Oh no! North Korea hacked my boxers. My subscriptions are, we're raising the price of your underwear by $6.99 a year to continue to bring you the underwear experience that you've become accustomed to. Well, I've become accustomed to this shit not costing $75 a year! But they don't give a fuck, man. They don't give a fuck. So what's the, did we ever decide what the worst thing is? Chipley, maybe you have an answer for this. What do you think is the worst thing millennials foisted upon the earth in our, and you're not a millennial, but in my generation's time? I was saying barcades, but chat kind of walked me back from the edge. Social media? Yeah, actually, I guess we have to take responsibility for that. Mark Zuckerberg is like probably like 18 months older than me. Dog and cat talk. You're gonna get me in trouble. You're gonna get me in trouble. My parents, like 3 months ago, they moved to Vancouver, so we've been hanging out a lot. And one thing you need to know, people in Vancouver, it's not that they're not nice, but people in the rest of the country, and I think this is true for the United States as well, so it's not completely unrelatable. People in the rest of the country are a little open and warm when they meet a stranger. They'll, like, if they pass you on the street, they'll say hi, you know, it might even just randomly like compliment you out of the blue on the street. Whereas in Vancouver, people are in their own world. Some of it is like, you know, flippance, some of it is they're busy, some of it is that there's a lot of people, etc., etc. But, so my parents have not learned the Vancouver chill yet, you know, like the Seattle freeze. So whenever my dad sees a dog, he like just gets down like nose to nose with the dog. He doesn't ask like, can I pet your dog or anything like that. He just goes like, what a beautiful dog, and just like gets like face to face with the dog. And the owners are like freaking out, but because of the way that the Vancouver culture is, they can't really like say it. Like they can't really be like, don't touch my dog. Because everyone here is a little bit like more reserved. So he's aura farming these dogs like, I don't know, maybe like 10 times per walk, man. It's awesome. It's rude not to. He's literally like older, so it's okay. He's just petting the dog. It's all right. He might be changing the scene. Yeah, maybe it'll be like a children's book. Like after a year, I'll visit, and everyone's gonna be like, "Hey!" Everyone's gonna be getting like nose to nose with the dog or something like that. Who knows? It would be so funny if he got a Reddit thread about him that was like, "Anyone else experience this guy in my neighborhood?" Like. There's an incredibly strange man who doesn't ask if he can pet your dog. I've already done the bit where, like, in my old neighborhood, when someone my age sees someone walking a dog, they go, "Oh my God, you beautiful prince or princess! Oh my God, can I pet them? Oh, they're so friendly. This is your, oh, so cute." And then whenever they see me, like, walking my kid in the stroller, they give me a look like this. They give me a look like, who brought the kid to the dog neighborhood? I'm not saying I give that look all the time. Why, man? I'm not saying there are r/child-free moderators. They might just be like I was before I have a kid, which is like, I'm not a kid anymore, so I don't know how to talk to kids, which is also fair. But they know how to talk to dogs. Dogs don't grow up to become uninformed voters. Okay, listen, they literally like eat kids all the time. I'm not saying every dog eats a child, but there's a news story every day about a dog eating a kid, okay? So like, don't give me this dogs have like pure souls thing. That's one dog. It's not one dog. There might be like, it's not all the dogs. There might be like 2 or 3 types of dogs, but there's several dogs out there that have been known to eat people, okay? Sometimes cats will give you the cold shoulder. It's true, but I kind of dig the vibe, honestly. That's only 2x Pimpy? You literally can't say that because that's a real dog. And as far as I know, 2x Pimpy has no charges. No teardrops tattooed on 2x Pimpies. We need to bring it back, man. Yep, what is it? Yep, I cloned Pimpy. I brought Pimpy back from the dead. Oh, red rum, that's it. Also, if anything, when my kid votes, she'll be informed. She might be misinformed, but she's not going to be uninformed. Honestly, it would probably be a little bit better off if more voters were uninformed versus misinformed. You can at least, you know, you could talk to like an uninformed voter. They'd be saying some shit like, I don't really know what's going on. Misinformed voter, they're like, oh, they're like, I got this shit all figured out. You got no hope, man. Red rum, back from the dead. It's kind of crazy that that's like Tom Brady now, right? Didn't he clone his dog? Yes. World's dumbest guy voice? That's awesome. That being said, I bet it fucks with him that the dog's not the same. I think that, or if, I don't know, I'm assuming he's getting a lot of FaceTime with the dog, but like, you know that the dog is, because you can't clone the personality, right? That dog's gonna behave a little different. I bet Tom Brady, like, he's gotta have some fucked up dreams about it or something like that. Like, man was not meant to, to come face to face with those kind of questions. I don't think an individual human being was ever supposed to, like, make a genetic copy of something that they love and then reconcile with the fact that it's, even though it's the same blueprint, it ain't the same house. He's literally playing God. Have you seen him play? Like, he was really good. That's touchdown Tom, bro. He might come in and take some snaps for the Raiders if Geno Smith is feeling a little washed. Fuck off. No, I would not clone my cats, because it's just, I don't know. It's just... it's just, to me, it's just not... I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it. It just seems like insane to me, I guess, to be like, I love something so much that rather than experience an aspect of that love, which is grieving its inevitable loss, I'm going to photocopy it even though it's not the same. That way I like don't have to be as sad that it's gone, because it's never really gone. But in a weird way, it's like almost more sick to me that's like to say we go again, I guess. But maybe it doesn't incur any karmic debt because it's not the same soul. You know what I mean? It's like you... I don't know, because I mean, maybe karma just goes, ha, nice try. You think we didn't think of that? We patched that shit back in like -2 million or something. Who knows? Yeah, like it's a new cat. I mean, it looks a lot like the original for sure. I know it must be fucked up if you like clone your pet after it dies, but then like your new pet like loves to eat. And you're like, damn! Knock that shit off! You don't even look like Sparky anymore, bro. The fuck? Got a random mutation that you can't stop eating, man. We cloned you so you would look like Sparky, and you don't look like Sparky anymore.